In 2026, getting funded is no longer about finding any firm. It is about selecting the specific pathway that matches your execution style. The industry has matured. Firms like FundedNext have moved away from rigid timelines, offering models built around how traders actually operate under market pressure. Even skilled traders lose accounts when they enroll in challenges that conflict with their execution habits. Technical skill alone cannot compensate for a structural mismatch. This makes the choice between FXNext's Express model and the Stellar Challenge a critical strategic decision. Success depends on selecting a firm structure that aligns with your personal risk tolerance, rather than fighting it. Let's establish the baseline. Both the Express and Stellar models offer up to $200,000 in funding and remove the stress of the calendar by offering zero time limits. To decide between them, we have to look at two opposing trader archetypes. First is the swing trader. This trader holds positions for days, absorbs market noise, and prioritizes long-term setups. On the other side is the scalper. This trader enters and exits the market rapidly, aiming to hit smaller, sequential targets in quick succession. We will evaluate the specific rules and the potential return of both models, based strictly on how well they serve these two distinct profiles. Your decision rests on a specific self-assessment. Do you have the endurance to wait out multi-day sats, or thrive on high-frequency speed? Identifying how you trade is the mandatory first step before you look at profit targets or payout splits. The Express model functions as an endurance test for the patient swing trader. This model uses a one-step evaluation. You only pass a single phase to secure funding. However, that phase requires hitting a 25% profit target, demanding immense patience to hold positions through market fluctuations. To balance this hurdle, you receive a 15% profit split on gains made during the evaluation phase itself. But this perk comes with a psychological requirement: maintaining discipline for a long, continuous period without a reset checkpoint. The Express model offers an early financial reward and a single goal, but it requires the psychological stamina to manage a single, long-term objective. The Stellar Challenge is built for confident day traders and scalpers. The profit hurdles here are significantly lower. In the two-phase evaluation, you aim for an 8% target, then a 5% target. Proving consistency twice increases pressure. You must perform, reset, and perform again. Passing both unlocks aggressive scaling and a 90% profit split. Reaching these targets and the 90% ceiling requires a high-frequency strategy that generates frequent, repeatable opportunities. The Stellar Challenge provides the highest potential financial reward for those whose strategy and mindset survive sequential, high-pressure targets. Regardless of the model, the universal risk rules represent a more immediate threat to your account than the profit targets themselves. You must manage your drawdown, which is the reduction in your account's capital from a peak to a subsequent trough. This line graph shows the limits enforced by FundedNext, a 5% daily drawdown limit and a 10% maximum total drawdown limit. If your equity line crosses that 5% threshold, it results in immediate and permanent account termination. These rules force you to sacrifice aggressive position sizing to protect your downside. Adherence to stop losses and proper risk management is your primary daily responsibility, taking precedence over profit generation. Staying funded in 2026 is a test of defensive discipline. This decision tree helps map your existing trading edge to the correct FXNX structure. First, what is your primary trading style? If your edge relies on patience and you hold trades for days, follow the path on the left toward a single, unified goal. You should select the Express model to utilize the 15% evaluation payout bonus while trading at your own pace. If your edge involves frequent setups and you thrive under the pressure of multi-stage testing, follow the right path. You should select the Stellar Challenge to work toward the 90% payout split. Matching a model to your natural behavior provides a primary strategic advantage for passing the evaluation. Remember that both models share a critical advantage. They impose no artificial time limits. This absence of deadlines allows you to wait for high-probability setups to materialize without the pressure of a calendar. However, attempting to use high-frequency bots, hedging across accounts, or martingale strategies will result in a swift ban, regardless of the model you select. The decision comes down to your personal preference for endurance or speed. Meticulously review your historical trading data to identify your true archetype before selecting a 2026 model. Strategy begins with self-awareness.